I got the MXL 990. This microphone was released over 20 years ago. Got the Patriot version though, because America! Yeah! I do want to start off by saying MXL did not send me this product to review. I'm still going to give my 100% honest review and reaction on this item. If you like what you see here, make sure you give this video a good old thumbing, hit that like and subscribe, do all those YouTuber things. Alright, let's get back to the review. I do want to start things off by showing you the polar pattern and the frequency response of this microphone. It is printed right there on the box, which is really nice for anybody who's interested in that type of thing. Now, it did come with the microphone and the mount, and that is it. And that is all that there's room for in the box. It does look like it was well taken care of. Like I said, I did get this on the secondhand market, and I like it I like the sound of this so far. This is no processing on at all, running through the Rodecaster Duo on the generic condenser settings. Now what I'm going to do is show you some of the features. It does have a high pass filter, and I don't like clicking switches on camera because it can make a noise. And this is what it sounds like with the high pass filter switch on. This is the sound you're gonna get. Let's put it back to normal. That's probably super loud. So what I'm gonna do now, it also has a 10 dB drop switch, a 10 dB pad for like if you want to record music or drums or something of that nature. I'm gonna flip that on. So now the 10 dB switch is on, and this is the sound you're going to get with the 10 dB switch on. I'm going to turn it back off. I was as gentle with that as I could. Hopefully there weren't too many loud clicks. If there is, I'll probably edit it out in post. Alright, so this is the sound you're going to get with it being generic, no processing at all. Let's run some tests. I'm going to tap on my desk. I'm going to tap on the boom arm and the microphone itself. That is your sound resonance. How about proximity? I'm going to get right up on the microphone and say, hey, thank you for watching Back to the Retro Review. I really appreciate it. Now I'm at a good speaking distance away, a good Y away. This is a nice speaking distance. This is the sound you're going to get. And now I'm probably about a foot away. This is the sound you're going to get about a foot away from the microphone. And about 2 feet away from the microphone. This is the sound you're going to get from the MXL 990. All right. How about some plosives? Because everybody loves the plosive test. I don't like doing these with condenser microphones, but I'm going to do it anyway. Please don't put pineapple on pizza. Please do not put pineapple on pizza. It breaks my heart when people put pineapple on pizza. That is your plosive test, but using good mic technique, blowing the wind past it, please don't put pineapple on pizza. Please do not put pineapple on pizza. You eliminate a lot of those plosives. All right. How about sound rejection? All right. This is what it sounds like when you are right in front of the microphone. And I'm rotating this around to the side at a 90-degree angle, right behind the microphone, going to the other side, and now we are back in front. That is a twofer, what we call a twofer. You get your sound rejection and your handling noise. All right, now let's see what it sounds like if we add a little bit of processing. I am just going to put this on the podcast studio setting. Ooh, a little plosive there. I'm going to put this on the podcast studio setting, and this is what it sounds like right now when I put it on the podcast studio setting. I really enjoy this sound. This is a really nice sound on the podcast studio settings, at least the sound that I kind of like. Now, let me actually see if I can put this on the Rode. Let's put it on the Rode NT1. Okay, there we go. The Rode NT1 with the podcast studio settings. I think I like this a little bit better. It still gives me a little bit more low end, but still not as low, and it's more of a natural sound. I really like that. I'm going to keep it right there. The Rode NT1 in podcast studio settings. That right there is the sound I like with my MXL 990. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back, listen to everything I've already recorded, and come back with my final thoughts. And now for my final thoughts. I think the MXL 990 is a fantastic condenser microphone. It picks up all those little bitty nuances in my voice that I really enjoy with condenser microphones. But here's the kicker. If you use a condenser microphone, make sure that you're in a semi-treated room, or else you're going to get a lot more echoey, a lot more room noise. I am in a semi-treated room, and I really enjoy the sound I'm getting with this microphone. What do you think of the sound I'm getting with this microphone? That's why I do these reviews, so that you guys can pick out the best microphone for you. All right, you can get this microphone right now, not this specific model. You can get the original model, the standard edition, for like $99 on Amazon. I'll leave a link in the description below and the comments. I'm not so sure about the Patriot. I think this was like a special edition back in 2016 from like Guitar Center that they had. You may be able to find it on the secondary market, but you can get the MXL 990 on the secondary market for like $40 to $60. Great deal. I would pick it up for that price in a heartbeat. All right, that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek, and remember, if I don't see you again, thank you for being a friend.